friends, it's Kristine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I'm going to be kicking off a Christmas in July card series. And this series is going to run the whole month of July, so every Sunday I'll be posting a different Christmas card using products that you can find either in the online exclusives from Stampin' Up or in the Stampin' Up 2023-2024 annual catalog. So today we're going to be kicking off this little series with the Season of Chic dies. That's going to be kind of the focal image, and I'll give you a closer look at those. I'm also going to be using the Brightest Glow stamp set for each of the cards that I make. Probably. That set has some beautiful sentiments, and I'll show you that set too. Both of these products are carryovers from the last annual catalog or holiday catalog, and they made it into this annual catalog, and so they are available now. All the products I show you will be available, so if you're inspired to start making your Christmas cards early, you certainly can, and you'll have access to those products. So let's take a look. I'm also going to do a little stenciling technique with the artistic masks. So I'm going to turn the camera down now, and we're going to look at my work surface, and we're going to make a card. So just hang tight. Okay, so the Brightest Glow stamp set is it's a Christmas sentiment stamp set, and like I said, it has some great fonts and some really nice sentiments for inside and outside of your Christmas cards. For the card today, I'm also going to be using the Nested Essentials dies. These are brand new in the annual catalog. What's great about these is they're stitched, so they have a really nice stitch detail, and you've got 3 different shapes, and nested layers that you can create with these dies are really, really special. So I'm going to be using these. Probably that's rounded cornered rectangle. I'm also going to be using the Season of Chic dies. Now there's a stamp set that coordinates with the dies. That's really fantastic. Great year-round card and scrapbooking. Great for year-round card and scrapbooking. And then the die set is also amazing. It has a lot of detail dies. So you've got some outline dies that will cut the main shapes in here, but then you also have some detail images that are really, really pretty for card making and scrapbooking. And we're going to be using the 2 different size snowflake dies, which are really, really pretty in this set. And so I'm going to be using these. There's also an outline die to cut the snowflake from the stamp set, which is really neat, as well as shells and leaves and flowers. So again, and then this really cool detailed background image. So there's a lot of great imagery in this particular stamp set. So we're going to start off by doing a little technique with the Artistic Mix Decorative Masks. This is one of the mask sets in the Stampin' Up annual catalog right now for 2023-2024. We're also going to be using some paper from the online exclusives that just went live on July 6th, 2023. So this paper pack is called a One Horse Open Sleigh. It is a 6x6 designer series paper pack. It has some beautiful, like, hand-painted imagery on the front side of these papers that's just really, really pretty. Great little wintry scenes, perfect for easy Christmas card making, because you can basically use the paper as the focal image. That little one with the deer is so cute. Some really pretty woodsy scenes. These are all hand-painted and photographed by the artists at Stampin' Up. That one has a little fox. If you stay to the end, I'm going to show you a second card that I made in the same layout, but I used a piece of this little fox paper as my focal image. And then these 2, also really, really pretty. Now, those wintry papers are gorgeous, but what's even better is the neutral side, because they're very soft palette, very soft color palette. So I've got some like pool party and some nice browns and neutral colors. These patterns are super versatile. You can use them for all different types of cards, not just Christmas or winter. They're great. This is a really great year-round pack of paper, especially if you focus on the neutral sides of this paper. Really, really pretty. I love these. This wood tone is really cool. And then you've got a couple sheets of red. So you've got 3 different patterns of red. There's some speckles, a little crosshatch, and then a crosshatch, and then like a little texture, like a fabric texture on this one. So beautiful, beautiful papers. These are available. They're in the online exclusive section of the website, of the shopping cart. If you're interested in them, they're item number 162118. That's 162118 for the 6x6 paper pack. So I'm going to be using a little bit of that paper too. But let's get the technique going. So I'm going to be using a little bit of Pool Party ink and a large blending brush. Again, these are the Artistic Mix decorative masks, and I'm going to be using this little plaid pattern. It comes with a few different patterns. And then I'm just going to take this little panel right here. Let me make sure that's the right one. I have a little mat for it too. Okay, yeah, it is. So what I'm going to do is this is such a small piece, I don't really feel like I have to tape it down. So I'm just going to lay it down on my project, this little piece of scrap paper. And I'm going to lay this over the top. And I just want to make sure it's on there. Well, actually, I'm going to do it kind of crooked. I'm going to do it on the diagonal. So I just want to make sure the piece fits on there, just like this. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to pick up some of this ink. And I'm going to start off my project piece and just start blending the ink onto my project paper. This is such a fun little technique, and it can make such an interesting background. And you can go as heavy or as light as you want with your ink color for your background. I like it to look a little bit variegated. Oops. So there's my project piece. So now I'm going to just kind of line this up in a different direction and add some more lines to it. I'm just going to go in lightly and add another layer of color with the lines in a different direction. And what this does is it kind of softens the bright white of some of the lines from the previous, and it darkens others. And so this gives me a really interesting stencil background that we'll use as the backdrop for the snowflakes. So now I'm going to bring in my little card kit and we'll get making these cards. So I took some of this really pretty brushed gold designers or pattern paper, I guess. I don't know actually what it's called. I think it's the Brush Metallic Gold in the annual catalog. This is a specialty paper, and I die cut a couple of snowflakes from it. There should be 3 here. So I've got those 3 snowflakes that we'll use. And then I'm going to be stamping the sentiment onto the card base using some of the Real Red ink. Right here. And I have a sentiment from that beautiful Brightest Glow stamp set. It says, "Wishing you a season of hope and light." And we're just going to stamp that right in the center of this panel, just like this. And then we can put the card together. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold my card base in half. This is just a standard A2 size card. And I'm going to add a layer of that designer series paper I just showed you. So I'm using one of the red patterns, and I'm just going to cover the entire front of my card with that paper. Then I'm going to take the panel that I just stenciled, and I'm going to add this to a little white mat just to kind of finish it off. It gives it a little bit cleaner look. Then I'll use some dimensional adhesive to pop this up. And I'm going to position it to the left side of my card, just like this. Then I'm going to add some dimensionals to this side, the back side of my sentiment panel on this side. and some regular adhesive on this side. We'll just add this to the card front, like that. Then I'm going to take some little drops of glue and add them to the center of my snowflake. And a few dots just along the back here. And I'll position this onto the card front. I think that the pool party and the red and the gold are just such a great color combination. And I like how the pool party offsets the gold of the snowflakes. And I'm just going to add these to my project. Just like this. And then to finish this off, I'm going to be using some of the opaque adhesive backed gems. These are really pretty. I'm going to use the white ones and just sprinkle them over the front of the card to add some like fake snow, a little sparkle. These come in 3 different sizes. So there's some really itty bitty tiny ones and then medium and large. So it makes it for a nice variety on your card front. So I just added 5 of those to the front of the card. And then for the inside, I have a little strip of that designer series paper. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to this and add it to the inside of my card. This can kind of help to connect the front and the back. I mean the front and the inside. And then I'm going to take and stamp an inside sentiment, which says, hoping your Christmas shines bright with the love of family and friends. Just like that. There we go. And that's the card for today. So a quick and easy Christmas card to get you started on your Christmas card making. I like to share quick and easy designs that are easy to do in multiples. This would be a very easy card to create in multiples. So I hope you enjoyed the card for today, and I'll see you next week. Sorry about that. I just wanted to bring in that other card that I said I would share. So this is the same exact card layout with the same types of elements, basically the same design. But instead of the little stenciling technique, I used a piece of the designer series paper with the little fox on it. And I added him to the card. And then to add some extra interest, instead of another rectangle, like this is a rectangle, I added a circle with this sentiment because this sentiment fit better on a circle. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the second card idea. Again, very quick and easy because you're just cutting down a piece of designer series paper as your focal image. There's no technique involved, but a very cute card nevertheless. So thanks for watching.